Good evening, LifeSpring Fellowship. Pastor John here, sitting at the picnic table in my backyard, enjoying a beautiful evening. I just want to take a few minutes of your time this evening and let you know, after meeting with leadership, of some changes that we've made for this Sunday morning. Beginning this Sunday, we are going to go back to one Sunday morning service. That service is going to begin at 10:30 a.m. and our doors will open at 10:15. We're so thankful and so gracious for your flexibility over the last couple of weeks of having two services and just being very open to that. And we appreciate that so much. And we know we wanted to provide as many people, an opportunity for as many people to come back and gather together corporately as we're comfortable. And we feel like we were able to do that. But now we recognize that we're ready to merge those two services back into one. And so this Sunday morning, we're going to have one service beginning at 10:30 a.m. That service will also be live streamed. So if you're unable to join us for whatever reason, maybe you're away, maybe you're still not comfortable gathering in large crowds, maybe you've got small children and you're trying to think of their safety, whatever the reason may be, we want to let you know we're going to continue to live stream that service at 10:30 a.m. We're going to be cleaning before and after the church service according to CDC guidelines, and so we want to let you know that that has not stopped or that has not changed. And that's one of the reasons that our doors don't open until 10:15. We want to make sure that we're providing the cleanest and safest place for you to worship. When the doors do open, you'll be greeted by someone outside, and then you'll be greeted by some friendly faces on the inside. When you arrive, would you please wait to be seated? And then once you're greeted, someone will ask you how many people are worshiping with you today, and then they're going to take you to your seat. When you get to your seat, we'll ask that you stay there. Again, we want to minimize the opportunity to break the socially distant rules. And so we're just going to ask you to be there. At the end of the service, you're going to be dismissed. And so we're going to ask you at the end of the service just to stay in your seat, and someone will come by and dismiss you and your family, or you and the people that you're sitting with. And when you are dismissed, we're going to ask that you would head right to the back and out the door. I know that we are people who love to socialize and we are people who love to fellowship with one another. But again, in trying to create an environment with everyone's safety in mind, we're going to ask that you would head directly outside. The last thing that we want is for somebody with the purest of intention of just having a time of fellowship, but for something to go wrong, someone to get sick, and then for the church to have to shut its doors again. And so we just asking you to please follow these policies. When you get to the parking lot, if you want to have a time of fellowship, you're free to do that. But we would ask again that you adhere to those socially distanced guidelines. Now, finally, just want to address the idea of mask wearing. The last 2 weeks, we have had a policy in place that asks everyone to wear a mask. And we're going to continue with that policy. We believe that's the safest way for us to proceed moving forward. Because our sanctuary is socially distanced and we're asking people to wear masks, we feel as though that is a safe environment for everyone to come and be a part of. So some folks have asked, can we take our masks off? We're asking that you show up with a mask on. We're going to ask that you keep that mask on until you're at your seat. If once you're at your seat, you would be more comfortable taking it off, then you are welcome to do that. However, if you're going to get up and use the restroom, we ask that you put it on while you're up and moving about. We'll also ask that at the end of the service, you would put your mask on so that as you stand up and you walk through and exit out of the sanctuary, that you would have that on as well. If you have a medical condition that prohibits you from wearing a mask, we understand that completely, and there's certainly no mask shaming or lack of mask shaming. We want to love each person no matter where they fall, no matter how they feel, and no matter what their thought process might be. So we are super excited to be able to go back to one Sunday morning service. Again, thank you for your flexibility. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for your prayer. The leadership team and I appreciate it so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to contact us, and we'd love to provide you some more information if that's important. God bless you. Thanks for taking a few minutes and watching this, and we are excited to see everyone at 10:30 this coming Sunday morning, whether you're going to join us in person or whether you're watching online. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you this Sunday at 10:30.